Hello, my little munchkins, crones, and sunflowers. How are you out there in the world spreading all your beautiful seeds upon the earth? I hope that this has been a marvelous week so far, and I hope that you have a great, wonderful weekend because it is approaching.
Yes.
Baby Crone and I decided that we're going to just do chit chat outside because we're coming close to the end of summer. However, I must admit,
What?
I didn't enjoy this summer.
Nope, not at all. Not
And I'm
one
gonna tell
bit.
you why. It was just too hot.
Yep.
It was just too hot. I didn't even use. We haven't even used the hot tub, a sauna. What is it?
Yeah, jacuzzi.
We haven't even used our jacuzzi. Too hot.
Yep,
Too hot. I'm grateful for the summer, but when it's hot and you can't do anything, it's just not a summer to me.
Nope.
Or it's so hot. You go outside to get in your car, even though you're going through a garage, you got to let your car air conditioning. You can have it. Too hot for me. So I'm looking forward to fall. What about you, baby Crown?
Yes, and then when it was not too hot, we had remnants. Well, actually, before even Hurricane Debbie came, it was starting to rain. But then Hurricane Debbie remnants came along, and then it was like rainy for like a week and a half. So, yeah, just not fun. Either it's too hot or it's rainy.
Yes, and it rained, I think, here for 7, 8 days in a row.
Yeah.
Well, nevertheless, we're going to talk about chit chat with the Crones. But before I get into chit chat with the Crones, I want to talk about baby Crone and our profession.
Okay.
I've talked about it over and over and over, and many people that are in the same profession. I want to talk about tarot card readers. That's what I want to talk about. And also, we're going to talk about what's going on in the news. But I was sitting here, and my intuition said, over here. And I was like, wait, no, now, because I probably would have forgotten it.
Mm-hmm.
So let me just do it now. First of all, I hear people say that, tarot cards is of the devil. They are ungodly, unholy. They mess with your mind. They are portals, gateways, and lead you to HE double hockey sticks.
Oh, yeah.
Now, there is nothing that I can say to you that can convince you otherwise. But what I can do, I can tell you the truth.
Okay.
The tarot cards are a game. It's a mind game, like chess.
Mm-hmm.
But it has rules. It has rules to the game. Now, the rules to the game is if you can understand the cards and their position and how they're facing and all the rules that go with each deck of cards, you will be able to determine what someone is thinking or feeling.
Yes.
Okay? You may say, no. Just like chess.
Mm-hmm.
Once you understand, excuse me, with these visual lines in, as soon as you understand with chess, the object is to put the king in mate. That's the object.
Mm-hmm.
While the king is limited in his movement, the queen is not. Okay? She can move up, down, back, forward, slide, back. She can do everything. Okay? So you don't want to lose your queen.
Nope.
At least I wouldn't. But my point is, it's a strategic game. So when you're looking at tarot cards and you hear people say, especially people of religion, it's of the devil. Frankly, that's if you believe in the devil, okay?
Mm-hmm.
I believe a devil is a liar or someone who lies. Let me put it another way. A devil is a lie. If it's one devil, then there's one lie. If it's devils, then it's more than one lie. That's how I see devil. I see a devil as a liar. Okay? Right. And as for a thief, I see a thief as a devil.
Yes.
But I learned something. Just because you are a thief doesn't mean you're a murderer.
That's true.
I learned that. I'm like, really? Because I will always say, if you steal, you'll lie. If you lie, you'll cheat. All those things are true, but you could be a thief and not a murderer. Right? But I don't know if you could be a thief and not lie.
That is true.
That would be a paradox.
Because you have to be deceptive in order to steal or sneak away something
from someone else.
Yep.
Strategic plan.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So when I want you to know about the tarot, it's a game, but it's a game of intuitiveness. It teaches you how to grow your intuitive nature.
Yeah.
And we all have it. All right? So the object of the game is to learn the card, learn more than learn the card, because if you have picture cards, but it's easy with that. But what it is learning how to be able to form a picture.
Yes.
Based on what someone told you.
Mm-hmm.
If someone says, "I want you to tell me about my house being caught on fire," then in your mind, you lay out the cards and they will formally form a picture. What do you say, baby?
Yes, most definitely.
Related to the way that the cards are placed. Mm-hmm. And then when you go to read them, if you read them in the way that they told you to read them, they will tell the story.
They will.
So for me to tell you, yes, it's more than that. Yes, it's your intuition. It's intuitiveness. That's the magic. And that's what the cards are trying to grow in you. Now, for those diehard people who say, "I don't believe in tarot," now that you understand the concept, yes. Because you can get a tarot card or a Ouija board and a toy store for kids. Mm-hmm. Because it's about mind growth. So that lets you know what people were doing back, yes. 1,000 years. They were mental. So,
yeah, I mean, what else do they have? What else do they have to do?
Yeah,
really,
and study, and But so if you don't believe in tarot, then you can't believe in astrology, mm-hmm. or numerology,
yes,
or Kabbalah, mm-hmm. because they're all intertwined. Numerology, yes. Kabbalah, yes. Astrology, yes. And tarot cards—they're mm-hmm. intertwined. They're all one. And yes. in their own different way. It's like the king, it's like you got the ace of fire, the fire, the water fire, and the earth of fire. Well, that's what you have in all of them. They are masters of their own domain, but they intertwine with each other. Mm-hmm. You understand? So if you're reading the tarot cards, you're looking at numerology, and you also definitely reading an astrology. Yeah. Same thing with tarot. Same thing with the Kabbalah. The Kabbalah deals with tarot cards, most definitely. It deals with astrology. Yes. It deals with chakras. It deals with all of it. So when you say, and numerology is the mm-hmm. kicker of all of it. Yes. So if you say, "I don't believe," you got to look at how narrow you are being towards yourself. Mm-hmm. And I see people say, "I don't follow it. I don't look at it. I don't go near it. Yep. It's works of the devil." The only devil that you will conjure is the devil within yourself. That's true. Or the devil that someone put there for you. Mm-hmm. Because the devil could be a bad thought. It could be a bad memory. Yeah. But they're not devils walking around with horns, at least not in this dimension. That's true. Now, maybe in the fourth dimension, maybe some crazy things. But here, we are not built to look at those things. When we come on this earth, we are put to sleep in our deep subconscious. Why? So we can function in this earth. Mm-hmm. So you can function, so you can live and breathe and not be bogged down with your previous life. I believe that we all plan to be here and that we already come here. Even now, you know this is true. Yes. I make decisions about what I want my next life to be. Yes, she does. So for here, you have, before you came, you had planned this. You have planned this. So maybe your mother may have been your husband or your best friend, or maybe y'all had problems, and this time she's in a place of authority instead of a sister or something like that. You mm-hmm. get what I mean? But these things run deep, and this is what I call still waters. Waters that run real, real deep. But you could never know if you're so afraid that this is demonic. Back maybe hundreds, I'm not even going to say thousands. Okay. 100 years ago, they used to cure each other by the stars. That's honestly true. Go ahead, baby Crone. That's your domain. Yes, most definitely. It was back then. I think I've mentioned this on a live stream before, but we talk about it all the time. Yes, but about how back in the ancient times, or back when just hundreds of years ago, it could have been like 600, 500 years ago. Man didn't have cars and airplanes, and they didn't have antibiotics. Mm-hmm. You know, they didn't have treatments for diabetes and a lot of these things came up over the years anyway. Yeah, that is true. But they used the plants, A, to help with healing, but B, they also used your natal chart
to help prescribe the right kind of medicine to treat what you need to be treated, and also help heal your body in the process and not degenerate your body like the pharmaceutical medicine does.
Absolutely. So I wanted to stop by and I wanted to say that. I really did. Now that I got that off my chest, so you feel better? I feel better. Thank you. So now that I got that, so it behooves me when people say it's of the devil. Are you kidding me? The Torah was written from the Torah as a way to learn the Torah, the Bible. I mean, not the Bible, but the Torah. It was written to do that. Did you know that I think it was I don't know, it's one of the chapters in Generation, I mean, in the book of Revelations. It's written right, I think it's the last book or the last chapter, the last page of it is for Revelation. So I just hate it when people spread these misnomers and say it's satanic. It is your religion speaking what you have taught. The only devils are the devils in your mind. I'm not saying they're not roaming spirits. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about devils in hell. Did you know that the devil and God are the same? I don't know the word I want to say persons, but same deities. Deities. The Bible tells you that God says, I create the good great, but I create the evil too. The Bible, the God of the Bible is a destroyer.
Yes.
And yet you follow him or it or whatever unmercifully. But that's what you believe. And I'm just saying, please, try to broaden your horizons or search it out. How harmless people, don't read the zodiac sign. It's of the devil.
Yeah.
You're so medieval.
Yeah, it's demonic.
Medieval. It's just demonic. And it's time for we to grow up from that mentality and look and just know that we are spiritual beings. We are eternal. You shall never die. This body will, just to take on a whole nother being, unless you elevate. I don't know, but I know we should never die. And when you worship to God, you should be also understanding that you are the root and the offspring of God. You are the energy source. You have it in your power to create and destroy. It's just what are you going to create and what is it you're going to destroy?
Right.
So getting into any kind of power wouldn't work for you because you don't believe in that. And even when they're dealing with magical spells, they're dealing with astrology and numerology. So you're just limited. Even the Bible deals with these things.
Yeah.
It tells you in the beginning God created the heavens and the earth, the moon, the stars, for signs and for seasons. But you won't believe it no matter what. So I say all that to say this. Please don't be so quick to judge tarot readers, astrologers, numerologists, or Kabbalists, or anyone that practices the arts in a positive way. There is a downside to everything. There's a downside to playing chess.
Yeah.
It's just what we playing for.
That's true.
How real we want to make it. So it's a downside to all things. But if you just open up your mind just a little bit to get a little bit of sunshine in, you will begin to understand these things are here to help us, not hurt us, to guide us, and not tell us what to do. It's there to help you. And sometimes we have mental ailments or we have things that we're going through, and there is no cure that the doctor can give you. Because it's spiritual. And spiritual things need spiritual discernment and spiritual help. That's where the Crones come in. So if you need a reading, here we are. And I just keep it 100.
Okay.
So if you don't want to hear the truth, don't bother to, don't come here. Not to me. because I'm going to tell you how I see it, because that's what you're paying the money for. And then we can discuss what can you do or those sorts of things. But the reason why you come to a reader is because you lost.
Yeah.
You need answers. And you're certainly not going to get it from a psychiatrist or a therapist.
No.
Maybe after you done been going for a couple of times, because they're there to help you answer your own questions. But when you come to a seer or you come to a astrologer, a good one and a seasoned one, and one that know the game, in other words, you know the rules of the game. And I'm playing this game. This game is real. That's the kicker. It's real.
It is.
So once you come to me, because remember the game is based on my intuitiveness. Mm-hmm. That's the key to this. So you come and the intuitiveness kick off. I read what I see. Am I wrong? Sometimes, but when you're reading in person, how you gonna be wrong when the person is right there with you? They're gonna guide you through your reading.
All you have to do is just be able to pick up on their energy.
Pick up on, and that's right there. That's what I'm saying. All of this intuitiveness. So I went on and on and on about this because I really, really wanted to share that, because I've been hearing so much negativity, and I just really wanted to make sure that I put this out in the universe. I've even went live. I'm live.
Yes.
And putting it out, even though nobody hear me now, but I know they will later. And I wanted to put that out. Don't fear a reader. Don't fear a necromancer, or they just gifts and talents.
Yes.
That they, don't fear that. Don't fear that. Fear your ugly thoughts.
Yeah.
Because that brings on sickness and disease. Fear that. Fear anger. Fear hate. Fear that. Because that would bring demonic things in your life, thoughts, and make you ill. And even bring death. Fear those things. But don't fear life, and don't fear anything that is going to bring you life. But if you meet someone and they do these things and they seem a little creepy, don't fear that. Leave. Right?
Yes.
So with that being said, I think I really got it off my system. So let's get into the news. So Matthew Perry, baby, go on.
Well, first, before we start that, I would just like to say
Take your time, baby.
Oh, no, I just wanted to comment first as a side note. I enjoy your hair.
She keeps saying that because she know I've been struggling.
And we both look curly Sues out here.
Curly Sues. And she know I'm struggling with the new look. But I already know what I'm going to do. So
okay.
I'm going back to orange.
All right. I liked it.
Thank you, baby.
You're welcome.
It really helped my ego.
Oh, you're so welcome.
You're welcome. Thank you.
All right. Man,
not often she gives me compliments, so she must have really meant this.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I must be getting bit out here because I am itchy.
Oh.
It's so we heard. So if you guys have not heard or am not aware, Matthew Perry had died just a few months ago in his jacuzzi or hot tub, however you want to call it. Apparently, he had some ketamine or had basically too much of a drug before getting into the hot tub, where he got all nice and juicy, goosey loose, and feeling
You don't
good.
know that. There she go. There she goes. See.
I'm saying how the muscles relaxed and he could have just slowly dozed off,
sure
and next thing he drowned.
I'm sure.
Yes. But apparently now his case is being reinvestigated.
Well, it has been.
Yes, and so far there has been apparently 5 people arrested. 2 of them were doctors, and one was apparently the dealer, whose name is the Ketamine Queen. Yes, so they have been taken in. I'm not sure how long they're going to be sentenced or what they're going to be trialed with, but...
Well, speaking of drugs and speaking of Matthew, God rest his soul, there must be some people out there who really loved him and cared a lot about him to resurface this, to say, I want more answers. Mm-hmm. A lot of people go and lead mysterious lives. like Donald Trump one, the one that fell down the steps.
Oh yes,
The one that Ivanka Trump, how that just magically just disappeared. Nobody said anything.
No.
If there was not answer, ooh, I was going to read on that one, but my spirit told me no. And so I left that alone. I just felt like that one there. But a lot of times people come and people go, just like Tretch, what's that guy name? The dancer.
Oh, DJ
Twitch.
DJ Twitch.
Sometimes people leave with a whole lot of answers, and then later it starts surfacing about his wife and all it knew. And I don't know. I don't want to get into it. But I am saying, speaking of these things and speaking of concern, well, we hear, or allegedly, Kim Kardashian is up in arms about Kanye and
Yes.
this nitro. What is it?
Nitrous oxide.
Tell them about it.
Yes, apparently it's also known as laughing gas, and apparently it's a sedative that's supposed to, or an anesthetic as they say, that's supposed to put you to sleep when you go in for the dentistry. However, apparently Kim wants to have a sit down with both Bianca and Kanye so she could talk about the obsession that Kanye seems to have with this nitrous oxide.
And of course, she wants to talk about the money. I'm sure that's what she's concerned about. But nevertheless, baby Crone, you read up on this, and it said that the high lasts about a minute to 5 minutes.
Yes.
So I don't know how that works.
Yeah, that doesn't sound very enjoyable.
I don't even understand. Do you just lay there and just float in and out for a minute? Is it that heavy? Is it that enjoyable that they are fighting about making it legal?
Yeah, that's wild.
Isn't that a fight?
Yeah, that is a fight.
About making it legal or because they say it's not harmful. Only if you use it for an extended length of time, it can cause what they say. But you know how, like they may say, you take this medicine, your ear may fall off.
Yes.
Now, maybe because one person came and said my ear fell off, they have to put that down on a label. That doesn't mean that your ear's going to fall off. It just might be, you might be one of them people that ear might fall off. But overall, your ear won't fall off. I guess that's the best way.
Yeah, pretty much. Just cover all their bases.
Just to cover all the bases. And so this is why they're saying it. So I don't know if they're going to repeat it or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But if it just doesn't sadden me or do anything for me when I think about Kanye doing these things.
Okay, why not?
Because I don't mean this in a derogatory way. I really don't. I just see him as a twisted brother.
That is honestly true.
I just see him twisted right now.
And
I have to admit, I gotta admit this. Ever since his mother died, he was with Kim. But when the marriage broke up with him and Kim, and it really went down, that's when I really seen a great change in Kanye. It's like his heart stopped and went cold.
Yeah.
I mean, I've never, ever seen a man that begged for a woman back. I mean, I have, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
His wife. And no matter what, she's with this man. And the thing is, it's like now that she's not with him, she's always concerned about him. You should have been there. You should have never let him go, Kimberly. You should have said, look, we'll separate. You should have did what Jennifer Gardner did.
Yeah.
You should have, when he hit his low, you said, I can't take it. I got, Mom, can't handle. I want my freedom. I can't. I tried. I don't want to move. I don't want to move to hell, Wyoming, Mom.
Yeah.
Just like a brat.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, even if she moved to Wyoming, is that where it was?
Yes, that's where it was.
She could have came back before she got her own private jet.
Exactly.
Wasn't nothing limiting her.
No.
She just, I guess their family is Calabasas for life.
Yes, and that family compound.
Right, in their compound. And I guess there's nothing wrong with that. But far as that is concerned, that's it. Now, skipping on to other news, I'm going to say this and then I am done. Okay. Travis Scott is out there fighting. I've been concerned about him. Like, why is he all of a sudden?
Yeah.
You know? And I really read the cards on him because I really thought that it had something to do with Kylie, but it doesn't.
No, that's good at least.
That's good. But it doesn't have anything to do with Kylie or anything like that. But if Kylie gonna make a move, that's her move right now.
That's true.
She see her baby daddy.
You know how the Kardashians
they
work
move
their way
in, they sliver in when they see problems. So, you know, so and also, what else we gonna talk about? What else we got on that list, baby? I just went and got the easy stuff out the way because we about to get heavy. Go ahead. Baby.
Yes.
Is there any small topics we need to talk about?
Not any small topics that I can think of at this moment. But I was going to briefly bring up how Sky Jackson.
Oh, yeah, her.
Yes,
you
her.
grew up with her, right?
Yes, I did.
How old is she?
I want to say in her early 20s.
She's a little tiny thing. Just as tiny. And she beating up her boyfriend. I think her boyfriend is cute.
Her birthday, she is 22.
I have to say this, and y'all may not like it, but I'm going to say it anyway. Y'all may feel offended, but I'm going to say it. Okay. It seems to me when they go white or real bright, they just seem like they can't let these men go. It's like, especially if they're their first time, like Tamar, and it just seems like when they cross over, you know what they say, when they go black, you don't come back. I don't know, black men, these white brothers are starting to, they starting to get up in the girls' heads, and these women are like, I don't want to let they fighting and all this kind of with the, you know, I mean, really even with the African women, you know, it's like, it seems like it's something about it when they get with that white man, DNA change, ching ching.
Yes.
I'm just saying.
That's what happens.
And I'm not saying the brother's black. I mean, I'm not saying the brother's white. I'm just saying close enough. He definitely is a passer.
Yes, he's definitely a passer.
He would have to go out his way, like braid his hair to make himself look black. You know, where Drake to me looked like he was he just a yellow. He's yellow. But this guy is not. He is lack of melanin. He has it, very lack, but you know his hair is red. So he lacks it all. That speaks volume. You don't want to keep him out in the sun, baby girl. You don't want to keep him out in the sun. He'll roast like an apple. So, but I just see that. Like, I just feel so they get a taste of these white men, and this is from what I've been observing. They get a taste, and they just get hooked, and it's like they gone. Yeah. You know, and I think that's what we seeing with Tamar.
Yes.
What do you think? I mean, this girl here is fighting, going to jail, and
allegedly pregnant.
And she said she was pregnant. And you know the media gonna put that out. She said she was pregnant. I guess she was saying that because she thought that was going to give her some leeway and give her some mercy. Gotcha. But they got her no mercy, but locked up. However, I know it's hard sometimes with your emotions, but you have to keep your hands to yourself.
Yeah.
Not just for the men. This goes for the women. And the young girls. Stop fighting.
Yep, they guilty.
It's got to be a better way. Those days of pawing up, it's over.
Yes.
You know, they're not taking lightly to that anymore. You know, they're not winking at that. So please, you know, if it comes to a point where they start locking you up for a month, you'll break out of it. They start breaking up. Okay, you've been in here once, twice. Okay, third time, you go to jail. It won't be funny then. So please keep your hands, your paws to your side. And if you feel like I'm going to fight, you need to dismantle and say, you know what, I can't deal with this conversation. I'm just going to go somewhere and sit alone. I'm going to go sit in the corner. Or like Ivana, what's her name? Ivana Van Zandt. I don't remember her name. But anyway, she's going to go into the woods and pray. Or what she said, she's going to go what? She's going to go do something in the woods. But she's going to go weep in the woods, something like that. Just go somewhere and weep. and get it out of your system. And so, because we see Tamar going through the same thing. Now, speaking of Tamar, I didn't even know she had gotten married to him back in February.
I know. They kept that secret.
And what I heard about Tamar, because I read on her too, one of them, she got a piece of that meat. She can't let go, y'all. And the thing is, you know, they've been married, I think, ever since February. And the thing is with them is she brought, this is what I heard. She brought him into the family and they were cool with it all, but they weren't cool with Tamar trying to get him in the business. And this, the few, from what I understand, it was with Tony. When I did my reading a day or two ago, I didn't know who the few was. But now I know it was a few about the business. So the cost was right about that. But I didn't know who. It was Tony, who said, no, this man can't come up in here. We ain't giving up our business. I'm paraphrasing, of course. But I wasn't there. But this is what word on the curb is. So I don't blame Tony. I'm not going to bring some lawyer in.
Yeah.
I don't care if he's the best lawyer in town. I don't know you like that, bro. Is that right, bro?
Yeah, bro.
I got to know you, bro. I got to, you know, maybe 2-3 years in.
Yeah.
Let me see what you all about. Are you going to stick around? What are you? Let me see your business. We got to get to know you, you know. Yeah. I got to get involved with you in an intimate mind way to know you, not physically, but mentally, to accept you in as a part of that.
Yeah.
And to trust you with the family jewels. No, I don't think so. And for Tamar to get upset about that, girl, stop. And to blame them for her demise of her marriage. What was she saying, baby clone?
Okay. Let me pull it up.
She was saying something like she holds them responsible.
Yes.
You got it?
She said, JR means the world to me. Thank God for him. My husband and my children has saved my life. But I'm so mad at my life. My family is toxic.
She has the best family in the world.
Yeah.
No family is perfect. But I don't think she's ever going to, for what I see, they real.
They are.
And they don't have to show everything. And thank God, because it probably be too much for TV. Right?
Right.
It might be too much for TV, but I love their show and I love them and I'm glad they're back. But Tamar,
you's the problem.
You the problem. And why down your family?
Yeah, for real.
Now the season is over. The season is over for them.
Yeah.
But it's starting for us. So now she comes out and it's like you spit on all that hard work.
Yes, all that promoting you guys
all that promoting, you just spit on it. And why? Because you allow your emotions. See, that's what I'm saying about devils. See, that's in you. You spit on all that hard work, all that promotion.
Yeah.
And for what? Because they don't want it, because Tony have an issue with your husband. And if he have an issue with that, then, girl.
Yes.
I don't know. I know you drink that juice. I know. I get it. I understand, girl. But y'all getting addicted to this flesh, okay?
Yeah.
Yep. Sometimes these women take more off of these white men than they do their own, right? Like this girl on TV. She was on TV. I forgot her name. And she always talked bad about black men.
Oh, okay.
But you know who I'm talking about. She always talk bad about black men, but she's with a white man now that she met. And he wasn't doing so good. But they had this show and they really doing good. But I don't know. Since it's come out, I think her numbers are going down because I can't think of her name. I really can't. But you all out there who follow her know exactly who I'm talking about. She dogs black men, but she prays white men. Man, this color thing, man.
Yeah.
We just need to get over it. Oh, my God. People are people. You can't judge people by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. How many times I must say I had a dream speech before you get it? Whew, men are men, boys are boys, and a man will be a man. I like that.
I do too.
I gotta say that again. Men are men, boys are boys, and a man is a man. That's what I want to say. So what we doing now? Anybody else? I'm going to hop on something. Unless you got something.
Okay. No, I don't have anything. I thought I did. I thought Travis Kelce's acting debut had made its airing on TV yet, but we still have to wait till September 25th. He's acting apparently on a TV show called Grotesquier. I don't know. It's by Ryan Murphy. I don't know what's with Ryan Murphy getting these
money, trying to get back in the limelight, you know, amongst the people. I don't know what he's like in Hollywood, but I almost said, who is Ryan Murphy? I mean, so, I think he thought it would work with Kim.
Yeah.
It would have if they just would have showed the whole thing, but you made us wait a whole season. That was that killed it for me.
It really did.
Because if they would have let it go every week, I would have watched the full. What was it? 8, 6, 10? I don't know. Wasn't that many episodes?
I think it was like 8 altogether, maybe.
If they could have ran that all together, I would have watched it. But when they broke it up, I lost interest and never seen the other half of it. I'm being honest.
Yeah, for real. All right. I only have one more person to talk to.
Let's do it.
Okay. And the last person we have to talk about.
Oh, no, we didn't talk about Keke Palmer.
Yeah, that's the last person.
And we didn't talk about Jennifer Lopez.
Oh, no, we did not talk about Jennifer Lopez.
Okay, let's talk about Keke Palmer.
Oh, okay. Well, speaking of on the topic of people not knowing how to let go of a man, Keke Palmer is back with her abusive boyfriend, Darius Jackson. And apparently pregnant with baby number 2.
Not confirmed. Allegedly. But she wouldn't be out there posing like that if she was really bloated. She would cover that. She was like, don't put that out there. That nobody wants to see themselves on fat in the stomach like that. Mm-hmm. No, I think that she's pregnant. And if she's not, girl, whatever you eating, you better change. You better leave them asparagus and broccoli and onions and garlic and whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Alone. Because you got the blue.
Yeah.
And you trapped with gas. If not that, you're mincy. Because it ain't flattering. No. So I don't think that. So I'm truly thinking that don't be surprised if she's pregnant, because now she put out that she's back with her man. However, I think it's beautiful.
Okay.
I do. Because I already knew in my reading, I already see, they're young. And I hope that they keep their business to themselves.
Please.
Stay off the internet. The world don't have to know the ins and outs of your life.
Yes.
Have some privacy. And I hope you learn, Keke. Because when you put the world, and now the world is feeling like, I don't feel that way, because I already know you was going to go back with her. Can I say it?
Yeah.
He's light-skinned.
We was just talking about that.
Just talking about it. He's one of them Drake colors. Those men, light and bright and white.
Lose their mind.
They lose women. They lose their mind over stuff like that. To get that light, bright, or white, to get to want you, and they got the good old, what they call that good hair.
Yeah, that good hair.
Good hair. And they cute. Oh, can I say it? Mm-hmm. Don't be dark skinned, baby. Don't be dark skinned. Don't be dark skinned. Woo, those Africans let you know.
Yes, they will.
They let you know I got a good man, honey. Don't fool me, tell us. Mm-hmm. All the time. Got a good man. They will tell you in a minute. Mm-hmm. So these African women,
yes,
I'm just saying. And we hear good stories.
Yes, we do.
And we hear bad stories. Mm-hmm. And it's just wonderful to see the American women are coming out more with the fact that they have an interest in a man of a Caucasian descent. Mm-hmm. And, to come out with it. And all of us, like even with the girl boyfriend, they calling him unattractive. He is not unattractive at all. He's very attractive. What's her name? The Disney girl?
Oh, Sky Jackson.
I thought her boyfriend was very attractive. I think it was the way that the camera had him.
Yes.
No. I think that JR is attractive, but it seems like when the black girls go with the white men, it seems like everybody got jokes and talk about
That's
their man.
true.
But when the black guy does it, nobody don't really say anything.
Mm-mm.
But when a black girl goes with a white, y'all find fault, y'all call Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Yep. Colonel
Sanders.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you, that stuff's not right.
No,
okay? It is not right. And now they call this guy unattractive. He's attractive. You just got to it's the angles in which he's been taken. And so, I just think that it's a beautiful thing. Love who you love, love who you love. Procreate who you want to procreate with. Love who you love. Have a baby by who you want to have a baby by. Procreate. Isn't that the word?
Yep, procreate.
Procreate. And for Keke Palmer, I feel as though, you should just get married. Especially if you're pregnant.
Yeah.
I mean, unless you don't believe in marriage. Because I just feel as though a marriage, it joins you together.
It does.
And
maybe Darius changed and maybe he's gotten therapy.
No, he is. But once you are a hitter, you always a hitter. That is something you always got to work with. It's just like an alcoholic or a drug addict. Once you're an addict, you always an addict. It's just that I'm an addict and I'm not participating in that. But the urges are there. And you have to fight them. And it's just a matter of what brings them up. So it's like dealing with that anger. Yeah. So yeah, he still have it, but obviously Keke have it too. I said that. Why? Because obviously she be fighting them back. Obviously. And obviously she used to it. She went back to him twice.
Yeah.
So I'm not mad at her. Maybe if he wants to marry you and you want to marry him, and maybe y'all go through some counseling, maybe it'll work.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe. And even if it doesn't, at least you did the right thing for your children. Did
the right thing by getting married for the sake of
the children. And I'm not saying that, for the children. It's a beautiful thing, I feel it's beautiful being raised in a family with a father and a mother and all that. Yes. I do. What do you?
Yeah, most definitely.
What about my mom and my dad are married. The American way. That's the world way, I think. But I think it's beautiful, and I would love to see that, and even have an invitation to her wedding that she would probably show on TV. That would be bits or pieces or something. But I wish them the best. And I'm glad they're together. I think they are. She loves him, and she looks like she's pregnant. Nothing wrong with that. No. Procreate. That's what I say. Now,
before we get there, I just want to quickly put in there because I'm not sure if we've mentioned this, but Krishan.
While you're doing that, I want to get up and get something.
Okay.
I'm getting a pack of crackers. You want something?
Yes. Get me another pack of cheese crackers.
You only allowed 2 packs. Out of this, you're not gonna eat all my cheese. We're gonna add. You're not gonna eat all my cheese crackers. Okay. When you got 2 packs of peanut butter crackers, I got 2 boxes for you and 2 boxes of my cheese. And this thing you just coming after my cheese, but I don't think so, sis.
Okay.
I don't think so, sis.
All right. I will just sit here and talk to them as I wait so we can continue talking. All right. Well, while I wait for Lady Crone to return, what am I going to talk about? Apparently, Lionsgate has ended on August 12th. So that was just a few days ago. Also, can you guys believe that we're halfway through August? Where did August go? Literally next week is my last week of vacation before I am back in school. I don't know where August went. Oh, good. She hurried up.
Oh, there's a fight. There's a fight getting ready to happen. On camera. Baby Kona ate up all my crackers. You see this? I haven't had one. I just had one of these.
I have been killing the crackers.
Baby Crone, why didn't you buy yourself a pack at the supermarket?
Well, I thought you wanted those cheese
I
crackers.
bought them both for me, and you know that. And you said you wanted peanut butter.
Okay, gosh, I thought he was going to share.
2. You done had 3.
Okay, fair enough. That's okay. I can have the other cheese.
No.
Crackers. But okay.
Sorry.
It brought me back some peanut butter crackers.
I just had to share that.
Okay.
I hope you feel embarrassed. Don't come back and see my cheese crackers. Don't touch my cheese crackers. Leave them alone.
Okay.
Sorry, folks.
So Lionsgate has came and gone. I'm about to head back to school for the last, not the last semester, but the last full year. That's exciting. That's one thing I am grateful for. What else is there that I could talk about that is going on? Apparently Labor Day is on September 2nd. I just found that out. I'm not sure if Labor Day is always in September or if it lands in August. I thought it usually landed in August, but what do I know? I usually start school around Labor Day. What else do I have to talk about? I think that's pretty much all I have to share. So with news, let's see, they are waiting for a star to burst. I think I've briefly talked about this on this channel. It is called T Borealis, Crone T Borealis, something like that. I think it is in the constellation Canis Major, and apparently it's supposed to go supernova. It does it like every 83 years, so apparently it's around that time. But they said the window to see it is between February and I think it said September or November, but I haven't heard any articles saying it's time to look up there. I mean, there's always an article saying a star getting ready to go supernova. How to spot this star when it goes supernova? I'm like, okay, but you're not telling me that it is. Nobody has graphed this picture. I have yet to see a picture of this star going supernova, so I think it still has yet to go supernova. And I swear, if it does not go supernova this year, I feel like science would be just a tad bit wrong, but who knows? If it's supposed to be on a cyclic pattern, it's supposed to be ready to go on September sometime soon. So hopefully you guys will be able to see that. I'm not sure exactly which way, east or western horizon, and which time is the best to see it. But we have to wait for that. Apparently, we're also waiting for a star to burst in Betelgeuse. Or was that the name of the star? I think that's the name of the star, Betelgeuse, and I think it's in the constellation of Orion.
I don't know which one you wanted, so I got both.
Oh, you're right. That's a hard one. So with that, now we're going to go back to the news of what we have.
Cracker stealer. Steal crackers. Oh my God. I know how many I got it. Don't touch my crackers.
Okay.
I thought maybe one. When did you do this? When I was sleeping? They had to be done yesterday.
Yeah, I have.
You ate one and couldn't stop.
No. I like crackers.
You would think that Baby Crone don't have any money. You know she could just go to the store and buy herself a box of crackers. But she refused.
I think I will.
Eat mommy.
And I like them better when they're not minis. The flavor just seems to taste better.
Sorry, we eating dinner. Did Baby Crone offer? Mm-hmm. No, she all gave you a cracker that she did offer.
Hey, listen, we family over here.
Here you are. You family. Here you are. Go ahead.
Mm-hmm. Hold on.
I had to take out my retainer. All right. So we're just eating crackers. Pay us no mind. We had our own little family dinner cookout.
Yes. So what I had to cover in the news before we quickly talked about J-Lo. Somebody said hi. Hi.
Hello. I know we like to do these pop-up. We know nobody's showing up really. But every now and then we have a few people that show up and we always appreciate it. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And
Yes.
for letting us know that you are watching. Mwah.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Go ahead, baby. Go. Have a cheese crack.
Yes. Oh, they said, LOL, I'm in class. Glad I caught y'all. Go get that
Thank you.
education.
Get that education, girl. It can't hurt no matter what they say.
Yes. So I wanted to briefly talk about Krishan Rock and Blueface because I'm not sure if we've updated them on the latest news because we have questioned.
I have to
what's
read
going
one
on.
of them. Remind me of them.
Okay. Apparently, Krishan Rock. Well, I think we've already told you guys that Krishan Rock is allegedly facing up to 8 years because
They're not gonna give her no 8 years.
no. We'll see.
Maybe 8 months, maybe.
Right. But we did find out that Blueface has another 4 years tacked onto his sentence because he was caught with drug paraphernalia while in prison. I don't know how that happens. Or in jail.
In jail?
Yeah.
I mean, he was caught in jail?
Yeah.
While he's locked up?
Yeah, so drug paraphernalia.
He was caught.
And then...
Wait a minute. He's locked up. This is recent.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is recent. That's why he isn't out yet.
I was like, he supposed to be out in July.
Yeah.
So this must have happened before July.
Mm-hmm.
That is so dumb.
That is so dumb.
That is the dumbest.
It is. How does it even get in there?
And you know the worst thing about it is their poor little baby, both of the mother and the father is in jail. Whoever thought? I mean, I guess you hear things like that, but my God.
My God is right.
Ooh, baby have a chance. People saying that the baby can't see. Thank God the baby don't see this foolishness.
The baby's eyes will be offended.
They said the baby got special needs. Thank God that the baby has special needs because it don't have to feel this foolery.
You're right.
I'm looking at it in a positive.
Yes.
Not like the baby is blind. That I'm not saying. In other words, I'm glad that the baby is not mature enough to understand these things. I would never ever wish nothing. God forbid. God forbid. I mean, but people said there's something wrong with the baby. I'm not going to even touch that with a 10-foot pole.
We're not really sure.
I'm not really sure. But somebody pointed out about Krishan and Blueface baby.
Okay.
And they were saying they were sitting there and they were eating. And it did pique me a little bit. When they said when you were sitting there eating and the baby wouldn't do anything. Mm-hmm. She was sitting and the baby was just going on, didn't even recognize that she was eating, didn't reach for it, just was oblivious to that. I don't know. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah,
I got bit too, baby Crone. Go ahead.
I guess babies are very curious in that sense, so I guess baby would have interacted with it.
Come here, baby Crone. Look at my floor.
I don't know what we're doing.
You're not gonna move away from me. Why are you moving away? See, the baby didn't even do that. Mm-hmm. You understand what I'm saying? Her baby Crone did like this. My point was, even you did a movement. Even you moving back. The baby didn't do anything. I did that spontaneously to show you how we react. Mm-hmm. And the baby never react to any stimulant of his mother when she was eating.
That's true.
I just wanted to show that even me, you're grown, and even though you know I would never do anything to hurt you, I'm coming close and you like this. Then you go. I find myself moving further. Yeah, that was my. I hope you get that because it was just. I know you didn't know what the hell.
No, I didn't know.
Don't try to kiss me up on this TV. Like, don't try to kiss me up there. You about to get your feelings hurt. No way. No, thank you. Not interested.
But yeah, so that's apparently why Blueface is not out at the moment. But
that is so dumb.
It is. But his lawyer or whoever is in charge of him says that hopefully in 10 months he'll be released and won't have to spend another 4 years total in prison or in jail, wherever he was behind bars.
Another 4 months. Okay. Okay, you got it. Go ahead. What was you saying?
That hopefully because he got his sentence extended 4 years, hopefully Blueface can get out even earlier and only have to do 10 months.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that was dumb.
It was so dumb.
Baby, your baby need you. That is dumb.
That was so dumb.
So he getting high in prison. He getting high in
That should tell you have
9 months. He had what, 8 to 9 months. And he couldn't
No, he couldn't.
That is so dumb to me.
It really is.
If I had 8 to 9 months, I'd be counting down the hours, not days.
Good behavior.
Hours on good behavior. I would run from anything that looked dangerous, that looked like it started trouble. Anything that looked like it could even take me in a direction. I would be low key and counting the hours. I'm almost out of here. I would go to take a class if they got a class. Put me in a class. Look, I'll take a GED class. Just get me to do something. Yes, I would. I would. Can I do GED? Let me do something. Bible class. You got Bible class? Can I go to that? I would have to be able to do something to stimulate my mind.
Gotcha.
I would have to have a class. I'll learn Islam. You got a Quran? Do they have classes? I know I couldn't sit all day and not pick up a book. Would you agree?
Yes, I would definitely agree on that too.
Now, unless they had a TV where I can have it in my room and I can get Netflix and I can get YouTube, I'm good.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Those are one of those high-end.
They ain't gonna give that to me. They'll have me have a TV in my room, right?
Oh, that would be so nice.
That'd be so nice. Then I don't have to go out and deal. And I still would want to go to a class, but nevertheless, I still think that what Blueface did, that was so dumb and stupid. That's my opinion. But
it was.
Your baby needs both of you, and I do wish their baby good luck. And I think the baby is in good hands. I do with the family. Because Blueface mother said, I don't want the baby.
She did. She did state that.
Thank you. You know. So.
Yeah. Lastly, we had to talk about now J-Lo.
Oh.
Yes. What do you have to say about J-Lo?
Oh, last I heard, she is literally calling up the paparazzi to meet her in certain places. And apparently when they get there and they start taking her pictures, she starts fussing at them and acting like she didn't want them there and why is she there? Why? What I think about them. I think she's trying to get a house. I think that they're moving on. I think it's very hard for her. I think it's embarrassing. I really do. I would be humiliated, but true to Jennifer form, no grass grew under her feet. She's out there boating, yachting, traveling, partying, fussing at the cameraman.
Yes.
Me, I would have to take a time out and decompress. That let you know, in my opinion, that is somebody who's used to dealing with a broken heart. Mm-hmm. She used to it.
Someone said, loving the hair on both of you.
Thank you. We're twinning.
Yes. They said, thank you for going live.
Thank you for watching.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
Yes. But, all I have to say is that Jennifer Lopez.
Do they have a call-in number if they want to call?
Yes, there is a number.
If you want to call in and voice your opinion, please, I love it. I love. You know, I go crazy with
always
it.
Open.
The line is always open. You know, if you ever want to just call in, you know it. You know, I lose it when you call in. So what were we saying? But Jennifer. The curious thing, we'll get back to J-Lo in a minute. But what we found out, how true it is, Jennifer Anderson,
yes, and Ben Affleck.
Say it ain't so, Moses. Say it's not so, Moses. But I could see that.
Ben's got a problem with Jennifer.
No, he don't have a problem. He has an attraction for Jennifer's. Yeah.
This is, as soon as they said Jennifer Anderson, I was surprised because I'm like, of course. another Jennifer. That's how I feel.
You know, hey, 3 times is a charm. You know, maybe this Jennifer might be the one. It just seems like Jennifer Anderson, she just seemed easy, but she's been married twice. She have no children. So I don't think she's easy. I think it's something about Little Women.
Okay.
They kind of feisty. But then no, because there's nothing little about Tamar. She's tall and, you know.
Well, at least this Jennifer isn't a fire sign. She's an Aquarius.
Air.
Yeah.
So what is he?
A Leo.
Fire and air. They're supposed to be compatible. Well, yeah, they are because they both masculine. Fire is masculine, and air is masculine, feminine. That could work. That could work. Being with your own sign, that could be very difficult.
Or just your own element.
Not at the beginning, but as years of time go on. And a lot of times marriages and relationships break up because of that.
Yeah.
But
too similar.
People don't want to deal with those things, but it's true. No. Our birthday is on the same day. We're going to get along forever. It can work, but the odds are stacked against you.
Yeah, that is true.
Too similar. Too much alike. And with the discourse going between men and women anyway all over the world, y'all both alike, and you're a male, he is a female, y'all that's even compound trouble.
Yes.
No. Of us. We got to figure out what is the problem between a man and a woman so we can fix it, so we can have love and harmony again. And so many of our men are going gay, I don't even know what to think about it.
Neither do I.
It seems to me, and I may be wrong.
Okay.
It seems like there's more gay men than gay women.
It just seemed like
you
that.
see more gay men all over the place. You don't really see gay women out there like that at all. You don't even know a lot of times unless they butch. You don't even know a lot of women are gay.
Nope.
But you see a lot of gay men. You know.
They
and
are definitely
speaking about gay men, and I might as well just throw this in before we go off.
Okay.
I've learned something.
Okay.
One of the things that the church is against, Kamala, is that her name?
Yeah, Kamala Harris. And
she's a Democrat, is because a lot of people, I didn't know that they don't want homosexuality. And they don't like it. They didn't like when Obama passed the law, and they don't like it. So it's a whole group of things that they want. They want to change the council of the judges, and they're saying that this is what I just recently heard. So bear with me if I'm not saying it right. I heard it, so I'm sharing it with you. You could take it, do whatever. But it was very interesting to me because they want gay people to have gay rights. To be frequent life. They want you to live the way you want to live. You gay, be gay. They already making it when you're a little baby, a little kid, and the mother say, I want my child to be a boy. Here, that girl will be a boy. And they starting to put it on birth certificates, and you can change yourself over. And these things, and of course with the AB, the deletion of pregnancy, these are the things that the Democratic Party stands for. And so what I found is a lot of Democrats don't like that.
Got you.
They don't want that. They don't want the homosexuality like that. They don't want it in the schools. They don't want the babies, I saw a video of Celine Dion. It's an old one where she was talking about the babies. So, having choices. And I feel as though it's hard to have a choice when you're 8 and 9 years old, 10 years old. I mean,
you're fully just coming into who you are. So how can you make the decision?
And even at 13, I still feel as though it's hard to make these choices. However, it would depend on where you live and what's going on in your community.
Yeah.
because we are a product of our environment.
That is true.
So I don't know. I really don't know what to make about this at all. But that really made me say, oh, because I didn't even think like that. Like I wouldn't even think, but it makes sense to me. So if you are against homosexuality, or you are against, maybe you're not against homosexuality, but maybe you are against that little kids can choose their gender in the kindergarten. That they could, even though they're a girl, they could say, I want to be a boy. And they call themselves Frank. They have a right to do that. I don't know what to make of that.
Yeah.
I'm glad that's not my problem. I'm glad that I don't have to deal with that. I'm glad baby Crone is grown, and that was not an option when she was a child. So I'm glad that doesn't have anything to deal with me. So you gotta ask, is that okay? Do you want that? Do you think it's fair? Me, I'm impartial. Why? Because I just don't know.
Yeah, it's definitely a little too much in my opinion.
Okay. And you're entitled to. I don't know. I don't know.
Although being from a school that did just allow us to pick our name, that's as much freedom
they wasn't going to allow you to show your homosexuality.
No, but they definitely were against bullying anybody just for the sake of bullying them because they're different.
That's true. They didn't tolerate that.
Yeah, they didn't tolerate that. Right. So they were just like, you know, if you want to go by a different name, you can go by a different name. But I'm not sure about the whole, if you want to go by a different gender, go by a whole different gender. Because I just feel like at a young age.
How long have you been out of school?
8 years.
That's a long time, sis. That's a time. 8 years. That's when your looks change. So that's a long.
Yeah,
it ain't long, but it's a long 8 years. So look how it has changed.
Yes, it has changed, and it's kind of scary because I just think that to tell a child, I mean, sure,
this is your opinion.
Yes, free will, free right, be who you want to be. I get that, but like at the age of 5 or like 8, going
four,
or 3, you have little Susie running around saying, "I'm John, I'm this," and then when she grows up, she realizes, wait, I want to be Susie. Why did nobody let me be Susie? Because Susie didn't want to be Susie. So now it's just like, now she could have built up resentment. Like, man, why didn't nobody stop
put
me?
her on steroids or whatever to turn her body more masculine.
And she has to deal with those repercussions now. She wants to be more feminine, and she's older to have these ideas to realize who she really is. But she has a more masculine body, maybe even a more masculine voice. So now she's really in a body that she doesn't really like. So it's just to avoid decisions later in life. I feel like the legal age for just anything should be 21. If you can't smoke until you're 21.
I think that's too long. I think you are correct.
Okay.
But I definitely think maybe 18. Because I can't imagine being in a body that you don't like, and somebody is telling you you're 19, 20, 3 years before you can take pills. At 18 years old, you graduate high school. At least that's the age requirement. So whether you pass high school or not, you're at that age. I feel as though you're at the age where you can work, you can leave home, you're grown up. And at that age, I feel as though you're mature now, that you can make a decision. And there are people who make decisions even getting breast implants. Many people make a decision to get breast implants, and they have them for a couple of years, or maybe 5, 6, and they don't like them, too big, too small. So, we have a right to change our mind.
Yes, we do.
And I think at 20 years old, I really think when you're talking about body changing, like changing your genitals, I think that should be 21.
Okay, fair enough.
And that's the beginning, because I think that's the beginning. But I don't think that they should be able to do it at 21.
Okay.
I think that they can go through the other training and thoughts, but maybe at 25. Okay. Where their body is fully matured. They can look like a woman, they can settle into looking like a woman. They have to have at least a year of counseling. and they got to live as a woman. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, I do.
They have to live as a woman, and before they can get the change.
Yeah, I feel like it.
You know what I mean? See,
Yeah.
Caitlyn Jenner didn't do it like that, I don't think.
No, but
I think
Caitlyn
that you
Jenner's
should be
just special.
Yeah, I think that you should get changed over whatever you want. And then at the age of 24, 25, you can get your body surgery.
Mm-hmm.
And plus to save up for it. And I don't think that it should be something that medical insurance pay for. I think that should come out of pocket.
Yes, definitely.
That's an elective surgery.
Yes, it is. That's
now, my
definitely
question is, if religious people feel as though that is an abomination, then what about the doctors who perform it? What about that?
That's a good question.
What do you think about that? Like,
I don't know. I guess unless the doctors have some oath that they pledge on that's religious, I don't really see a problem with them doing it.
I'm just trying to figure. Then that makes it. I don't know if I would want to be a doctor and change somebody's genitals. I don't want that on me.
Okay, fair enough.
Because I believe that I'm a part of the source of the universe.
That's true.
I believe that there are rules and regulations. And I think that for whatever reason, I feel as though we chose our bodies, we chose our circumstances.
We did.
And I feel as though when you come here and you get caught up in other agendas,
yes.
I feel as though the challenge is, if I came here and I was gay, if I desire women, I feel as though that is my challenge. I put that on myself. And either I'm going to be gay or I'm going to be struggling with it. But to change my sex over, I believe that would be an abomination. That's my opinion.
Yeah, fair enough.
I can do that because apparently that's my challenge. That's what I put on me as a challenge.
Mm-hmm.
Now let's say I'm plagued with the changing over my body. That's probably the level that I put the game stakes up to, because these are games.
That's true.
And this is an avatar body. And I think we put those stakes up, or I would have put that stake up to see, can I stay true to my holiness by not taking my body, which I was born into, and changing it into something that I wasn't. To act out and to pretend is one thing, but to do it is another. And I would have a problem with that. I wouldn't have a problem if Baby Crone did it. I wouldn't like it, but I wouldn't judge you.
Okay.
Because I don't understand. To me, this I don't know if we could say this word, but this is the only word I can think of. I can't say it, so I'll say this.
Oh.
It's like a deletion of yourself.
I like that.
Once you remove, it's like you deleted who you were.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe that's the point. It's like that part of you died. Even though the internal organs will still be the same.
Mm-hmm.
But you took off your lady part or your man part. And I don't know how I feel about that. So as a doctor, I don't think that I could do anything like that at all.
Fair enough.
So did that sound too rough, tough, tumble?
No, because I guess I definitely agree with that. Because okay. I just think, first off, it's just messing with your mental and psyche, doing that at such a young age.
And taking hormones will mess with your psyche as well, and your emotions.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, we talked about a lot of things. We talked about tarot readers. We talked about Matthew Perry's death mm-hmm. and how they caught him. We talked about Kanye. We talked about Disney character.
Yes. Sky Jackson.
We talked about Tamar Braxton.
Mm-hmm. Ben and J-Lo.
And
Kiki
Palmer. So, in leaving, what was your best conversation for tonight? And what would you say your best topic? Let me think. Okay, yeah, I got
that's a good question.
What is your best topic?
I guess my best topic.
Don't be stealing mine out my mind.
I don't think I will. I guess Sky Jackson.
And why?
I guess because I just know her because I grew up watching her on TV.
Oh,
so
okay.
I knew she was problematic, but I didn't know she was this
She'll fight
problematic.
girl. She'll fight little thing. She'll feisty thing. Get them paws up. Mine was the tarot, to again explain, because it really makes me feel kind of sad that people still think so dark about something that can help them. That is there to help. Get that off your chest. Don't panic. Don't panic. Just excuse me, guys. She's scared of bugs. That's damn shame. Is it on the ground? I don't know. Excuse me, guys.
And this is live.
Sorry. Don't be making me feel bad because I killed the bug. I'll do anything for my daughter, as you can see.
Oh, thank you.
Even take out a bug's life. It shouldn't have been on the chair. It knows she's scared of bugs. And I had to say something. I was like, oh, Lord, if this thing caught on her, this whole table is going over. So I had to say something.
Full of Teresa.
Oh, it would have been worse. It would have been hard. Y'all would have been laughing. This would have went viral. Okay? And I said, oh, Lord, if that bug get on her, it's not going to be pretty out here.
Yes.
So.
I kept it cool for the live stream.
I understand being afraid of bugs, but this phobia freaking out, I don't get it. I don't get it.
Well, some phobias are put onto us from a young age, like when we're children.
That's true. And it wasn't for me.
No, it was not.
I don't like bugs, but I don't fear them like her.
I mean, I literally always grew up in the woods, so what I have to be afraid of bugs for?
Well, my cousin came and stayed with us one summer. And this was during the locust season. And so the locust was so loud, and they wasn't used to, like it's loud now.
Okay.
Yeah. And so they weren't used to it. It was really loud. And so they wasn't used to it. And so when they would come, not the locusts, but when bugs would fly, they would freak out, screaming and hollering. And baby Crone at the age of 2 years old got traumatized.
Mm-hmm.
And ever since then, I think he was about 3, could have been 4, but old enough to understand they traumatized her, being afraid of the bugs. And they wasn't used to being in the woods because they call us the woods. And so they wasn't, and I had trees, well, like I do now, but the trees was more closer up. I like living around trees, but I'm done with trees, you know. It's a wrap for me. I don't mind trees, but I don't want to be shrouded in trees. I
want to be near the ocean. I miss the ocean.
Do. I know. I do. I miss the ocean. But we'll see. Well, anyway,
yes.
I don't know. I mean, maybe we could get another beach home or something.
Yeah, that would be lovely.
Or a condo or something.
I would love that.
We could have it, and we could still have the house, but we can also have another house. That's what I'm thinking that we'll do.
Yeah,
I don't know if I want to be at the beach 24/7 every day of the year.
Yeah, I don't think I want to
because of the storms and all of that. I would rather have someplace. Yes, the lightning at a beach is brutal. The storms are brutal when you're near water. They're brutal. So that's how powerful water is. Yeah. One time, baby Crone and I saw lightning hit the ground, and the whole neighborhood shook. And I was surprised that the tree did not collapse to the ground, but a big chunk of the limb fell off. I've seen that. The being near the water, they have brutal storms, and the lightning is crazy, right? Because you could get struck by it. What you say? Well, anyway, I think we talked enough. We talked a very long time. We thank you for joining us for the for the moment we came in. Is there anything else?
I think that is it.
I think that's it too. We had to eat on camera because I got a little hungry, and what else? Baby Crone got scared, and if I offended you for stomping out a bug's life, no, not to mess with it because. And you have on that yellow. You're mellow yellow. Anyway, we again thank you for joining us. Please, if you want a reading, to just call, make an appointment, and please subscribe. And if you haven't subscribed, help us out. And please, if you watched or you watched this part, thumb us up. Please thumb us up. And if you have any comments at all and you don't feel comfortable making it on live stream,
Yeah.
call us and let us know. We so appreciate it. We like doing these pop-ups. It's going live. And this is a beautiful, beautiful day. And we know we're drawing near to the end of summer. So I said, why not?
Yes.
And with that.
Yes, hold up. Somebody said you guys always match. Love it.
It was just a coincidence. The hair isn't. But the outfits, the yellow and red, because I was looking at these we wearing our Afro colors.
Oh, okay.
So anyway, we thank you for joining us. We so appreciate you showing up and watching us. Those that are, thank you. And what do we say to that?
Sunflowers.